People, welcome to the Politricks Watch. This is Sir P. Now, today I'm going to be talking about a number of things. Most of them surrounding the ongoing fiasco. That is the multi-billion dollar scamming, financial fraud, line fragmenting, the way you want to call it. Of course, you should know most of the headlines are surrounding Usain Bolt. But enough people end up get chopped. I tell you why. It look like say Usain is looking for help from the very system that robbed him. See them come out and make statements. What will happen after 10 days and all kind of things. Lawyer this and lawyer that. He might try to go through the system. Good luck. Next thing I can talk about is the revelation that after the Gleaner tried to reach out to former heads at the FSC, whom he done tell him to say, the organization, the body, is looking like a complete joke. And finally, I go follow up on the fake outrage over the fact say people, mainly Usain Bolt, are victims of financial fraud, because we know say on love people who commit financial fraud. Well, up until it was cool, right now it isn't cool anymore. I'm gonna touch on it again. I will sue you is often used as a form of intimidation. It's like, oh, please don't sue me and then back down. If the person don't back down, and you go sue, and you go court, and you go court, and you go court for years. Even if you do win, good luck trying to get by nothing. By then, you hear say, this no longer in that. You hear say man declare bankruptcy so you can't get this. You hear say this was already. A lot of them know this, So I will sue you is the more sophisticated version of a boy may kill you. When somebody say that, they're hoping that's your back down. They're hoping say those words intimidate you and you give them a more. If you put up a fight, then, well, enough time the person who made the original threat is now confused. They're like, oh no, he actually wants to fight. So if all them having at them arsenal right now is threatening to sue, that show me say them in a real bad position, to be honest. This is how me see. You see and know the people them at SSL who him trusted him money. You know the people them who made him feel like say you can just left this yourself. Check up on it every now and then. If him come out and say other man and a woman and confirm some of my suspicions, right now those theories we are working. If him come out and say other man and a woman tell me XYZ, who mash the works right now. It's like we have the file laid up on a table and we're ready to go on road right now. But if the man himself don't want to go down that route, what is a little YouTuber to do? The past couple of years, SSL has been considered qualified, which is a bad thing by the way. In accounting terms, auditing terms, when you say a company or a business, them say you're qualified, that's a bad thing. Unqualified is the good thing. This is why you have to do your own research when you do certain things. Because let's say you know, I do business with somebody, and the person tell you say, auditors just come link in and them tell you so we're qualified. I am sure the farmer money says qualified. You think it's a good thing that, right? You think say being qualified is a good thing. It's not. It's bad. Unqualified is the good thing. This time I tell them to do their own research and don't make people with big titles, just tell you something in their head. I'm gonna make that already. Guys are gonna say, we don't want to compromise on ongoing investigation, alright? Have it your way. But one thing I can tell you, no politician is coming to save you. These are the same people who sponsor political campaigns. Some of them even sponsor both parties so they can't lose any way you take it. Whoever going to power, them still benefit. Sponsor both sides. Political campaigns don't run on fairy dust. They don't run on unicorn meat. Where them run on are with the people them who see a mission have in abundance. And then when things like this happen, now you have a conflict of interest. You see, the more you look on it, this thing don't make no sense. The more you look on it, this thing don't make no sense. I've seen interviews. I've heard you see and mention that certain people in the high society don't show no love or ratings. So why I'm carry 12 million US to give them? I never clansman rob him, I never one other rob him. A big wigs, the people them who he said before don't show him no love and ratings. Now obviously that's his own prerogative, he can do what he wants with the money. But now that we see him end up get robbed, and him did already say certain people don't check for him, and at them people they rob him, I'm just saying it's confusing. That is the equivalent of me, right, getting scammed by a kerosene. Right? If every day I warn about kerosene and then you say kerosene, empty me out. You be like, then after all them videos that talk about kerosene, right, you really gotta take up Sci-Fi X. Right? I know she gone with this, or she said man shoot off for you. I don't know. You have to understand, as Kanye West once said, even if you're in a Benz, to them you're still just a nigga in a coupe. Right? Even though you see them both achieve the pinnacle of success for any, it is impossible for a human being achieve greater success, well, especially in terms of sporting success. As me say, we're talking about somebody who's in the same league as the Messi and the Ronaldo and the Tiger Woods and the Jordans and the LeBrons. Despite all of that, certain people don't check for you and rate you. And then people that show you, so them don't check for you and rate you from day one. But now I give them one unicorn to lock off. You know what me say? People can do them on though. Nobody else, you can't tell them on nothing, I tell them on nothing. I'm telling you what I would do. At that level, you have to have some nerd in the camp. Quote unquote nerd. Right? People use the word nerd in a derogatory term. Me use the word nerd in a positive term. I talk about somebody, right, who only interested in numbers. Only interested, right, in looking at the figures and crunching data. That's for them job. When they tell them, say, yo, you know, so we are go out, so go party on the boat, him no want go. And when they say, yo, you know, so we are fly out, right, we are go link, right, about 20 girls at one party, in interested. Right. That's, you need them people in the team, and them people that stop this from happening. Your job is to act like a sniffer dog for the money. Turn up at the institution, verify checks, don't just get reports and statements, show us head today. That's your job, that's all your job is. And here's the next problem with the whole I'm going to sue you and you better do this. All them things they are conventional tactics. Basic crap that no 116 fear. 116 don't fear them things because they have the same conventional knowledge where you have, plus the knowledge they don't teach you at UNUTech. Let me say that one more time. 116s don't fear conventional tactics because they have the same conventional knowledge plus the knowledge they don't teach you at UA or UTech. The real knowledge, the stuff that makes the world turn around, right, don't show up in Google search results and you don't find it in textbooks. You think these high-level choppers didn't anticipate so the day would come when time this Ponzi scheme I go mash up and man I go tell them about them and carry them go court. You think they didn't anticipate this? You think this is news to them? Only if their other interests are threatened and their bottom line get affected, they might say, okay bro, save money because we don't want this other thing mash up over here, so and right now we have bad press and all, we don't want to see the money. That's it. Threatening to sue a limited liability company that's already on the brink of bankruptcy. A snake oil thing that. Snake oil salesman thing that. Conventional tactics. SSL is flat broke. The company was considered qualified. Look on them balance sheet. Look on them liabilities. Look on them assets. What is UCN going to get? he won't be getting much there. Plus the people them who actually govern SSL during the time period, right? They are a separate entity from SSL legally. The lawyer them know this, and the people them who them are threatened for sue also know this. So they're looking on like, oh really? Ooh, I'm so scared. This is what you have to understand. Conventional knowledge gets you conventional results. I'll say it one more time. Conventional knowledge gets conventional results. Anytime you see somebody doing something that is extraordinary, they have some kind of knowledge where everybody else now. It might be knowledge that is positive. For example, them just smarter than everybody else. Or it might be knowledge that is corrupt. For example, them know the politician or them know this man who are getting the links around here. So, but it's still knowledge. Right? It's still the base word in the knowledge is know. Right? Them know something what you don't know. We tell themselves, no, I'm just as good. If he can do it, then I can do it. But you don't know him know. Your knowledge is conventional. So you don't get the same results. Them need to start teaching them things in a school. You know? Obviously, I'm all for education. All for formal education. That's great. But guess what? That's just the foundation. This is what they don't teach people in Ireland. They make it sound like formal education is, when I say formal meaning, your basic education in a basic school, primary, prep, high school, even UN and thing there. They make it sound like that's the house, when in reality it's the foundation. And after they get the foundation, at them time they go build the house on the foundation. And building the house on the foundation, in proverbial terms, we are talking about real world knowledge now. We are talking about things where you don't learn. Because if everybody did learn it, everybody would do it in real life. But people get formal education and then them settle. Them say, alright, I've made it. And them things them have a roof over them head. But in reality, that's the foundation. So the proverbial rain fall and wet them up. I wonder if now listen to me. You want me to go over that again? Alright. You go over that again. Education, formal education, is nothing more than a foundation. It's like the foundation in our house. People teach you and say, it's the roof. It's the house itself. It's not. It's the foundation. After you left school, that is when you go get real knowledge in the real world. Right? And that's when time you build the roof on the foundation. But enough people think that they're ready for the world and all they have is basic conventional knowledge. Right? So them go to the real world and then rain fall and get wet up and them say, oh, come to me wet up. Because you're not on a house. That's the foundation you have. This is how people who are supposedly very educated get caught in basic traps. 10,000 people have done the same course, and you don't see any of the 10,000 go on to reshape any industry, right, to disrupt and turn around or invent nothing new. Anyway, we can move on to Jean Panton quickly. I see a footage I go on showing her, getting out of one vehicle and, police them to her apartment, a search. You might have seen the video with her, stepping out of the vehicle and, I said, but I see it already. You haven't seen this footage. Me I go show you the exclusive. Me I go show you, the footage where you're not going to see on any news site of Jean Panton during time police him go search her place. Right. See it up on your screen. That's Jean Panton right there, so. In the wheelchair. How convenient. Put them now work. When Jean Panton did a list out, people them rush rob and her sad story. But never she mentioned but her foot them now work. She go as far as she mentioned say her father take sick, her chihuahua needs surgery. She mentions that the rain fall and hailstorm blow. All kind of sad stories make you feel sympathy for her. But she never mentioned her own foot them. She forgot to mention say our foot them not work. And as soon as search time come, foot stop work. Why should I put that in the statement? That will be the first thing me write in my statement. By the way, are we working with the Gene Panton lone rogue star theory? Is this what we're working with? Okay, cool. We'll have fun. Have fun. We can move on to a story missing at the Gleaner. Apparently they tried to contact the former chairman and woman of the FSC, Howard Mitchell and Jackie Leckler. Check this. Leckler said, when Tannen called her first, she don't have the data in front of her, so she can't answer them. That's my new style right now. Anytime somebody asks me something I don't want to answer, they're going to say I don't have the data in front of me right now. I don't have the data in front of me right now. Then try to call her back. Nothing. Say, legal representation and all them things. Mitchell, right, who was also a boss during the time, the whole SSL being found to be spooky. Right. He mentions, and it's on your screen right now. He mentions that there's a secrecy clause. Like this paperwork, I guess it's like an NDA or something like that. I don't know, but him said there's a secrecy clause put in place for the ex-boss them. FSC. Secrecy? What kind of circus is this? How can a body that is supposed to be looking out for public interest, the best interest of the public, have a secrecy clause? How can FSC, a body that is allegedly supposed to be looking out for the people, make sure say no spookiness now go on in the various financial institutions, how can that body make its chairman them or its boss them sign secrecy agreement? That's not for the public. Whose secret them a keep? How can something that's about public interest that should be transparent of any kind of secrecy surrounding it? Man say they can't talk as a secrecy agreement. That's all you need to know about FSC. See they put your screening on and then you make it up to get views. That the man say. Secrecy. Una ask people for hold them bridging them accountable, and that's unrealistic. You're expecting, so Jackie Leckler was the boss of FSC for much years, right through the spookiness of SSL. People them in the SSL cross-granting people there. Zachary Harding, you're expecting Howard Mitchell and Jackie Leckler to hold them accountable for protect your interests. Man, link me for a unicorn. Link me for a unicorn. Oh, I know who your favorite politician them are going to do it. So I got me time, election time come and donation. They want donation. I got me then. Link me for a unicorn too. The type of people who rob $2 billion don't worry about FSC. Because them know so that's under wraps. At this level, Ironman is an even smaller world. All of them drink from the same wine glass. Just like in the political world, all of them drink from the same rum bottle. PNP, JLP, same rum bottle. Then go the same rum bar, them did that Taylor Hall together. Them do everything together. Bridging, real bridging. It's just that one's a green and one's orange. But when the cameras them off, bridging in real life. Your interest comes second. And if you think otherwise, let me for a unicorn. Here is the thing. So let me just close off by saying this. Usain Bolt will soon realize that all this noise and excitement is just wagonism. All of a sudden, tricking people out of them life savings is immoral. When since. You can say what you want, but here is the fact. I've been consistent and scamming from day one. Never wavered once. To the point where them say my bad mind scammer. Left them alone. Remember? But now the island's most famous son gets scammed. And the same people them start virtue signal. Work hard and people shouldn't lose their earnings that they work hard for. People who were pro-scamming. Just last month, them say scammers don't hurt nobody. Remember that? After them now hurt them, them say take their money, but they now hurt them. Left them alone. It's a non-violent crime. Well, Usain Bolt wasn't hurt physically, so by your logic, that's the big deal. Isn't that your logic, Mr. LIQ Scammer Defender? You say them not hurt nobody. They not kill them. Well, Usain Bolt hasn't been killed. So come all of a sudden you're a problem with this? Organism. Usain Bolt a star boy. It's a big story. So, you want to run in. You are pro-scamming. Remember? Remember when them say scammers were smart and their victims were stupid? Remember that? People say scammers are actually very smart because, the way how they manage to get money to people's account and, they do this and they're actually, remember that? I won't forget. Remember? Scammers are smart. People who commit financial fraud are smart. Remember? Yes, I will. I know for them fault people don't understand. People need to make sure so their money is not, remember? But don't worry if you don't remember, because Pepperidge Farm remembers. Oh wait, it's different because this is local scamming, right? So by your logic, right? Seem to say about this local, this different. So by your logic, right? You support pedos as long as them feel a pitney in a Belize and Hong Kong, right? Yeah, but him only money spit in a Hong Kong and Belize, right? And in Trinidad and in Jamaica them there. Oh, interesting. It's interesting logic. Anyway, Asian Squad, big up on yourself. Yeah, you don't know, no life. Ultra Squad, stay circling. Bless.